just had a heater explosion, singed all my eyebrows and stuff. Shame I didn't get it on camera because I'm sure that would have got some giggles. So a mate of mine is coming down with some struts from a Datsun 610, I think it is, and he's got some coilovers from another car, Nissan S13, and then some brakes from a Nissan Skyline. So we're going to use the stub axle from the Datsun and then mount that to the new coilover, and then make a caliper bracket to fit the brakes. So there'll be some bit of lathe work, bit of plasma cutting, and a bit of welding. I've got some more of these dice kits back in stock for the people that were asking for those. Still 300 tickets left for the welder, so if you're interested in that, details for that are on urchfab.com. There's a link in the description if you want to get yourself a little weld together dice kit. So that piece you're looking at there is the original Datsun strut leg, which has had the spring perch cut off it, and then these are the lower sections of the S13 coilovers. So I'm just cutting the base off of that, and then that was supposed to sleeve straight over the top of the original Datsun leg, and then just weld it on, and it was supposed to be a sort of quick, easy job. But you can see there that the sleeve is a really loose fit. I think the strut was 50 millimeters and the inside of the sleeve was 53. So we need to make something up just to take up the slack in between those two. And there we're just measuring up to make sure that he can get enough drop on the strut once it's all welded together. So that's a little sleeve that I made on the lathe to take up the slack, and then I've just tacked that inside that tube so that I can press it onto there without it sliding up inside the tube. And when I say press, I mean hammer, because I don't have a press. But that's just all been made so it's a really tight fit, and I know that once it's on there it's as straight as it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's nice like that, isn't it?
The drill's not sounding so crazy.
No.
1978 HSD.
78?
How old's your Datsun? Huh?
I'm not getting involved in your camera.
Why not? You're already in it.
I'm not.
You are. So this is the caliper bracket that Dave's already made to bolt the Skyline caliper to the Datsun strut leg. So all I had to do there was just trace the bolt pattern across so that I could cut out a pair of brackets.
I've got the bolts maybe there.
Which one? Sure you got some longer bolts, mate.
That's all I have. Done.
Gone.
Caliper.
Caliper. Where is it? It's in front of you.
This one. This one will do, won't it?
That'll do myself.
Like that.
Ain't gonna fit.
Yeah, so that needs a chamfer. That's not quite lined up, is it? Or is it just because it's not been chamfered? It's probably just not been chamfered. Yeah, it's not, it's biting into it.
Yeah, it's catching just on the corner of that caliper there.
It's these, like where that comes round, isn't it? That's where it's catching.
Yeah. But I'd say that just wants remaking with that. That wants a bit more meat on it, doesn't it? To come to like the edge of where that is really. Just on that corner.
Yeah, just this one to come around, fill that up. And that one can come out a tiny bit. That can come out a tiny bit. And that's it.
All good?
Yeah, I think so. Job's a good one.
So this is the Skyline disc, which the centre bore is slightly too small, so it needs to be machined out to the same size as the original Datsun disc, and then it needs the stud pattern re-drilling so that it can bolt to the back of the original Datsun hub and then all bolt together as it would normally. So that's what I'm doing there, just boring that out to 73 millimeters, I think it was. And then that piece of plastic is just a guide to hold the two discs together, which you'll see in a minute. the idea. That's the old Datsun disc. You can see how much smaller the original brakes are than what he's fitting on there. So you can kind of just spin it around until you know that you've got an area on all 4 bolts where you're going to be able to drill through and not catch another hole. So he's just going to clamp that in place and then use the pillar drill to drill all the holes. And that's the disc bolted to the original Datsun hub, and this is like the final fit of everything, making sure it all works. Which it did. There's clearance for everything.
Special here, mate.
And that's pretty much it. Just a final little check over to make sure nothing's catching or hitting anything. And then that's the wheels he's going to run, so just fit the wheel on there to check that that's not fouling on anything. That's it, job done. Datsun strut, Skyline brakes, and a Nissan S13 coilover. That's it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.